Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We are in Swiss Week 6 of the Crosskeys Tournament, and we have a 2-3 match between Adirondackrick and jeddoman. My name is Jaxie, and I will be your restreamer for this evening. On tracking, we've got Star1468 and Tom will talk. Oh, and also Ruby is joining me along for the ride. Say hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby. Jaxie, it's more like you're joining me along for the ride because I don't know. Are we putting this together if you don't help us out in some way? I'm not sure.
Yes. Yeah, Ruby will be joining me on comms here. So, we apparently we have nothing special.
The mayor decided these guys aren't allowed to have boots. So, Rick and Jeddo are going to be doing Tour de Hyrule the old-fashioned way today.
Yep, and yes, I've just sent them off, so we will get this race underway very shortly. What are you looking to see here, Ruby? Besides Crosskeys just throwing absolutely chaos at both of these runners.
Well, let's hope they don't have a 90-minute glove and hype cave in Sphere 1. That'd be a good start. Just saying.
Yep. Alright, we got off, so let's go here. Let's start in Link's house.
Oh, I love it, Jeddo. I occasionally will go ahead and just do the old, oh, I just want to see what's in Link's house. I'm going to Sank start anyway. Because you never know if you might get cheeky boots or something. That book
might
benefit the other way around, though.
Maybe. We'll see here. The book is... It's a little bit of a fetch quest. It does give us an entrance, though. An entrance that is pretty remote for right now.
There's we have no bombs, but there's a blind side out. Okay, this is where you start killing... There's 3 different mob groups right here that you can get some information off of.
Yeah.
Provided that Octorok doesn't decide to bite you.
Yeah.
Or you can just get the bomb here, the firing squad.
Yeah, you can do that. That's going to work very nicely for Rick.
I get to pick on Jeddo for a minute. He finds 3 bombs up in Kakariko, not far from a spawn point. That's a pretty good resource to have, actually.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get another one. Just don't get shot in the eye again. Well, put your eye out, kid. Now, I want to pick on Jeddo. You get a free item right there and could walk into literally any entrance here, and he went for the entrance instead of the back of the tavern. What are you doing, man? Hey!
2 bombs here seems to be enough for Rick, so we're going to be heading out there and going back into blind side.
Yeah, we're not going to leave anything behind here, which is probably the biggest benefit, although it is not too far away. Oh, what is this now? We're looping around. We're going to snake around like some people like to do through Kakariko.
2 small keys to Turtle Rock. 3 small keys to Turtle Rock. Okay.
That's more keys. Go ahead.
Apparently, going through... are we going to see a cane soon?
No, that's more keys than you ever need for Turtle Rock in a Crosskeys seed. And here we are with 3 of them. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, so what does that give us here? So Lava Chest seems interesting right now. If a cane shows up, we could go through the front entrance.
I'm not thinking about going through the front entrance here. You have the middle, so you're doing Lava Chest on... You're doing everything for the middle on 2 keys.
Well, you have 3.
Right, but you only need 2, is what I'm trying to get across here.
That's fair.
Unless you're going out the front, then you need 3 to full clear, and we've got that too. Oh, the Wells just did its vanilla location. Thanks, game.
And we're at the top of the castle.
Finds the top of the castle. How did we get here? What entrance did he take that Jeddo didn't? Oh, he went out Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to pull a quote from Rick's book and say, imagine taking connectors.
Looks like we got a Steve Small in the well. And a lamp.
Oh, a lamp. Okay. see what the drop down is over here at Hyrule Castle. We actually might get some information on what may be on our treat pulls now too. Tier 2 is, full magic's not a bad thing to get. Is this even randomized?
2 checks and uncle.
I think that lamp's telling us to go through the reverse of DMD.
Yeah, lamp does make me think dark connectors immediately, assuming we find them.
I mean, dark connectors, even Dark Cross, since we have Hyrule Castle just sitting there, you can walk all the way to Dark Cross and just save and quit. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Rick only having the 1 bomb, so hopefully this is, well, it's the library. It's information to have for later. And he's going to reset that bomb back away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You'd rather have the bomb than the knowledge of a piece of heart on the library,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you still have the knowledge.
Yeah, so now you're never worried about the hardest entrance to remember, It's either the first entrance you do or the last one.
Got a bottle. Another bottle, actually.
We're going to go swim up towards the potion shop here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Rick go ahead and do the back of mountain. Cool. Go ahead and do the Houlihan here. So we haven't seen Ganon yet, so we'll probably use that as our path back towards Eastern area. Maybe.
Alright, so looking at Old Man Connector here, this isn't logic for Jeddo. So we've got... Oh, well, that's nice.
Lol.
Okay. That's not useful to us at all.
To me, I'm thinking, is this going to be a fun spawn point? The answer to that is no.
No. Yeah, we were really hoping for something a little bit more illuminating than that.
Still haven't seen Ganon, although we have seen a few other things. There's the Super Bunny Cave. We might be taking that to go elsewhere once we're done in the woods here. Don't do it, game. You punk. They don't start with boots, but they're sure gonna end with them.
Yep.
Oh, we don't know if it's a pet seed or not.
I hope for these runners' sake it isn't.
I hope for my sake it isn't. I don't know how much of Rick and Jeddo I could watch without wanting to pull my hair out if it's a pet seed. A longtime friend with both of these. They are both teammates or former teammates with someone else that I enjoy playing this roundo with, who I shall not name because if you know, you know. But also 2 players I played against and with myself, and they're definitely different brands of Crosskeys approach, which makes it interesting to watch. It was worthy to note, Jeddo is a gnome hoverer. Hovering and bouncing is banned in the rules for this seed. So I've already yelled at him, don't you dare think about it. I don't want to see you get DQ'd live on ZSR.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see that.
Is it, I've been a good boy this year. He did DQ himself last year.
Oh, joy. Yeah,
2-3 match, nothing matters. You know what? No, I don't feel very nihilist today, Inko. However, there's a good chance that I get to play any of these wonderful people, depending on how I play. So I am rooting for insanity. Let the chaos ensue.
Yeah, and your match is actually tomorrow at 1 Eastern time, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, and that's another 2-3. So there's a lot of 2-3s being put on this week.
Yeah, I feel like it's nice to have a lot of different content here on CSR. You can't always have the high-ranking matches. Sometimes these matches are also nice content as well.
And sometimes your time zone availability doesn't really work out. So you can see like Rogo Raynox played async. That's a high quality match for the rankings, but at the same time, if you can't get it up because they're not even playing at the same time, not really much you can do there.
Mm-hmm.
Also goes to show the just sheer variety of Crosskeys talent you have up and down the board if you have so many strong players at 2 and 3, you know?
Yeah. Because, I mean, people, because, I mean, we're getting to the tail end of week 6 here, and, I mean, what match are we going to be looking at for week 7? Scale A Telethar is the big one.
I mean, don't count Julo out. You can count out Hammer Jump, but you can't count out Julo.
Okay, but I'm referring to that specifically because that's the 1-6-0 match left.
Well, yeah, it's going to be the only... Gee, I wonder what Start.GG's going to do this week. We find Castle Tower, we have no permanent weapons here, as Rick is rolling his way through the rest of Kakariko, which we've already seen Jeddo clean up. And get this free bombs. And there was a map to... I forget, because we don't track maps on the overlay here, but it looked like it was a map to Pod.
Yeah, this is a map to Pod, and Pod is a crystal.
Crystal Pod. Oh, Rick's tracker's got the thing that my that my FX pack and SNI connection will do. If you attach things in the wrong order, it will just take some memory garbage and fill the tracker with things that actually haven't happened yet.
Is that why we're seeing all the bosses?
Yeah, that's why we're seeing. Tracker. Oh boy, Rick starts with 8 bosses cleared. That's a heck of an advantage. that is a memory read glitch on the part of the tracker through the connection. Yeah, don't pay attention to what we see on Rick's feed. Pay attention to what Star is tracking for us, because she's paying more attention than Rick is right now. We're gonna see a mimic clip from Jeddo.
Yeah, and I mean, Chet can't see these trackers on the stream, so.
Oh, I know, but that doesn't stop some people from going, oh, I'm watching their stream. They've got this on their tracker. I'm like, yep, okay, you can't use that now. No, look, he's just gonna straight mimic clip and hold that.
Yeah, Jed is gonna mimic clip this. We're gonna buffer this.
Nope. Jeddo, I hate to say it, but Leaf is faster. And now we're buffering it. By the way, that mimic is... Oh, you walked out of it. No. Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan.
Yeah, and I mean, ultimately, we want this mimic in here, but the longer that Jeddo goes, the more of a time sink this ends up becoming. And I mean, for all we know, this could be something really good.
It's going to be the Nin Ban you promised. Is it going to be one of those?
I mean, a bow and a glove would be pretty nice, honestly.
Alright, Addie's gone. And meanwhile, I didn't see Jeddo come down to these 3 entrances, so this, I think, is a new Agena. That is a Quake Medallion. We may or may not need that. It's a little early to tell.
Mm-hmm. Y'all and Jed are talking about a match that I didn't even watch yet. Flipper's on right side of Pod.
I'm going to take the Death Warp and come back around to where we were, because...
Yeah.
You know, why not? The Flippers being there means that we need a bow to go swimming. Technically, by the logic. Unless the other bow's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Are we... Oh, we have the book, that's right. So we could go ahead and open this door, and I wonder, is there anything on the ledge? The answer is...
There's a map. Well,
there's
yeah, we're
nothing
not going to go out of our way for that.
What's going to be our first weapon, do you think?
Well, not necessarily think, but, like, usually when I... You know, like, what would be a nice weapon for me to have? I usually really like having, like, either, like, a bow or a hammer to start.
Like, I think about... The map doesn't count, shush. I think about the variety of things that you can get in a standard escapes. Like if you're playing a standard without being casual, which would be a sword start, you have the option for the red cane, the blue cane, fire rod, the hammer, the bow, or just 10 bombs. Bombs are a weapon, but they're not something you can reliably use as a weapon in Crosskeys. I do like getting a bow because you have the means to shoot 30 arrows with the bow, which is ammunition you don't really have with much else.
Yeah.
I think hammer's nice to have too, but it also kind of invites a little bit too much routing variance early on in a Crosskey seed. Like, you can get yourself in trouble with a hammer.
And what about the others? We just not going to talk about them?
Nope. The fun escape in standard is the red cane. Fire rod is free, and blue cane is, well, what'd you give me this for?
Blue cane is just do the escape with blue cane and not much else.
It's do the escape with blue cane and hope you don't start your cane in the wrong spot and something drops magic or you know where the pots are.
Now there's an idea, Tom, that I can get behind.
We actually did have 2 tournaments that was, I hate the name of that. It was literally Casual Boots Crosskeys. The first year wasn't standard, so we couldn't actually call it that, but it was start with boots and sword. Then we actually did develop a Casual Boots Crosskeys that they're calling CrossFit in chat. Gross.
Cool.
But that hasn't run for a couple years. Meanwhile, here's Turtle Rock, by the way. We talked about what's so suspicious in the lava chest. Rick is going to show us.
Alright, so let's see what this is. Powder, oh my god.
It's that bag of rosin they leave on the pitcher's mound in the MLB.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, we have that, don't we?
Yeah, where is Magic Bat?
Did we see
it? Star Nose.
It wasn't at the castle. Big Key to Hera, which we haven't seen yet. There's our blue cane that we love so much. And nothing here in TR. Okay.
Oh, so we have not seen Lost Woods or Pyramid. And Star didn't see, so I guess we'll see in due time whether Rick decides to make his way over to Lost Woods for that entrance, assuming he's
thought we had just seen Useless Fairy.
So then it might be Pyramid.
That would make it Pyramid, which would mean that the 3 keys deal with TR is a red herring. There's the other thing we haven't really done yet is pay this guy for a compass because we can learn how to count now. If you really want to learn how to count, you do counting with cross product.
10 out of 10 MSU pack. We find the dam over at Sahasra's.
So it is Bat in the Wolves. Thank you, Tom. Which would put Lumberjack in the pyramid?
I'm trying to calculate this out. I think so.
That's why we have 2 trackers, Jaxie. Remember, Star's taking notes so that we don't have to.
Yeah, we are. Ruby and I are busy watching Tomb Runners, and the trackers, meanwhile, just take all the notes for us, and we don't even look at them.
And there's Tower of Hera. And again, here's a dungeon that we know the big key of, and don't have a weapon to clear.
Rupees.
Meanwhile, nothing in Hera. And nothing on the race game. I'm sure we've seen that already, but we're just confirming that it's a compass.
Yeah, we can do the Compass Chest of Hera. That's accessible, but we don't have a good weapon. We have bombs.
For all we know, that powder that Rick just pulled out of TR's fourth chest, the big key chest, could actually lead to precisely what we need out of Tower of Hera if one of the excuse me, off the magic bat, if one of the keys are upstairs. Like, for all we know, that's our first sword sitting on the magic bat, and Rick's not going to know until he goes to the woods.
Possibly. I mean, yeah, magic bat's definitely suspicious right now because, I mean, the seed gives you 3 TR keys right in a row. Like, something's not right.
Like this. like Jeddo's discussing, or and let's see what Rick is going to go over here. I don't think we've seen the Ice Rod Cave area just yet.
To be fair, though, we have definitely seen seeds where, like, because I've seen a seed before that I commented on Restream, where the seed just gave you all 4 of the TR keys up front, and then TR just had nothing. It was just the logic.
Well, the problem there, Cooper, is that Rick doesn't know that the bat's in the woods, and right now the woods are kind of isolated for him, so he's going off to do other, similar value checks. What I don't like is both runners discovering Hyrule Castle and not just going to get the map chest, regardless of your weapon status, because that's in logic anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe so. He doesn't have the Hera Big out of Mini Moldorm Cave, and that was in North Lost Woods, so I would believe... Jeddo, why are you
Rick
even
has
going
not been
to
up
this
there.
key?
Skull win?
Okay. Jeddo is trying to get himself killed instead of just go get the check.
How blunt.
You're not supposed to hug the bubble. The bubbles burn. Are we
Looks like Rick is... I think Rick is... Yeah, Rick is setting up a fake flipper. Oh, just to get over here. Yeah, this is a good idea.
That's fair, because if he's going to clean these up, because he's got a drop down he doesn't know about. He's got 2 drop downs he doesn't know about. And even in the early game, you might want to just know where Ganon is. And if Bat is available, you have the powder, and it's pretty conceivably likely in logic, just out of sequence right now.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this powder is going to lead to something, because I feel like you don't just get the 3 TR keys right in a row and then not have anything there. Like, sure, it can happen where it's just, these are the keys for logic, but something about the placement of that just feels very weird.
Like I said, I would not be surprised if the game's asking you to climb Tower of Hera, to get a Turtle Rock key, to go to get the powder out of the lava chest. Oh, Rick doesn't have enough bombs to do this.
Oh. Yeah, so
he also doesn't have the Cane of Burna because it's in it, so we're... Yeah. Oh, boy. He's not going to get that Hera Big key, so we are going to see what's on the bat real quick. I mean, regardless, something's going to be at the top of Tower of Hera, because we're running out of things to do. Again, the flippers aren't in logic because they're behind a bow.
So what is here? Ice Rod.
I mean, that's cool. You could use that to clear out Mini Moldorm Cave easily. I'm sorry, a check in TR leads to the Ice Rod.
Yeah. A check locked by 4 TR smalls leads to something required for TR. Oh, we're gonna get pet check.
This is a choice. Why are you doing this before going to the stump there? I don't get that.
I also think this is a choice. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's convenient right now, but also, yeah, nothing there.
Pull that can of worms back out. No. You know, chat musing about what this ice rod could be. We do have Cane of Burna, which is in the back of Mini Moldorm Cave. So this ice rod actually allows Rick to do Mini Moldorm Cave, where he was short bombs otherwise.
Yeah, this is.
Did
this
he
is
just
very
find
nice
nothing at the top of Hera, or did he not go to the top of Hera? Jeddo! Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know Rick didn't go to Hera. He didn't have the big keys because it's back here.
Yeah, Rick? Oh, Jeddo also did not climb, apparently.
Yeah, Jeddo didn't climb when... I mean, we know it's one of the last things we have in Logic, and it's like, you have the big key! He probably doesn't even realize he has the big key. Okay, so we have a connection we haven't taken yet. We have that DMD reverse in Kakariko we can do. Yeah, but those flippers aren't in Logic, so if Dan's paying attention, he's not going swimming. And Descent was a... Okay, Dark Shopping connector. That's why I didn't remember seeing it, because it was so quick. Okay, we're gonna at least get Map Chest. Thank you.
Alright, so yeah, this is in Logic. So we'll see what's over here in the Map Chest, and maybe it's something good, maybe it's not. Oh, that is something good. That is something very good.
We like those.
Yeah, so now I'm starting to think front of TR with that cane.
Yeah, we just need to go get a TR key from somewhere, and we don't need to do that necessarily now.
Yeah. Yeah, right now,
it does feel like that's the logical solution.
It does. Like, right now, we just don't have the 4th TR key, but more than likely, we're going to see it pop up, because, I mean, that powder's... I mean, if TR's a crystal, that powder is required.
We might want to go check on the business license from the upgrade fairy, since she's just selling explosives to animals here. Are we stealing the Hyrule Castle boomerang key? Are we really doing this? Come on.
This is a choice.
I am not behind this 1%.
No.
No, this is wrong. You don't do, especially with where Sank is. You just can't do this.
I don't like this simply just because, like, so you're leaving an item behind in Zelda Cell, potentially, but also because it's just a lot of walking back now.
What you're doing is you're last locating Zelda Cell.
Yeah.
Like, if there's something at all behind the Hyrule Castle key, you're never going to it. Period.
I will give the benefit that you have item density on your side with this play, but it's definitely dubious whether it'll work or not.
Like, this I'm okay with because it's in Logic.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, going down here to get that and then saving and quitting, I would have been fine with. I feel like you take this key. Damn it, Rick.
So... Oh, were you expecting him to just steal that key?
Expecting him to turn around to take the other connection out. But no, I'm just going to eat that crow all day.
So it looks like maybe Rick... I would be shocked if Rick is going to do the same thing as Jeddo is doing.
Yeah, Rick's been playing the game a little longer than Jeddo. I think we're going to see Ball and Chain, 2 pot killed, and then a save quit. Maybe even a death warp, but...
Alright, so let's see what we get here from Jeddo's play. 3 items in the back here. Nothing. Well, map TR. To be determined and nothing. And we're saving and quitting. So, yeah, Jeddo is now last locating Zelda's Cell.
Yep, and Rick is going to go see what's going on in the bottom of the dungeon here as Jeddo starts at Sank.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's possible that both of these answers could be right.
And we're going to save quit from this, is what it looks like. Because, you know, that's one way. Is you'll just... Well, he has 15 bombs. He probably bombs himself to death.
Nah, alright.
But with Red Mail, yeah. That's why he walked into Ball and Chain as many times as he did.
Yeah. It just sucks because Red Mail, you've got to deal with a lot of death warping now, and death warping on Red Mail is not fun.
Well, it's Rick's turn to go get his heart container out of Dark Cross, and then for him, it'll just be a glove away from the back of Escape and that shovel. Or the key, if the shovel has anything, you know, vital, which I'm going to imagine it doesn't. I know it's a one-off, but I love just not ever chasing the shovel here.
Yeah.
You got it, and you're not even going to check it. Like, what's the whole point of your play then?
Yeah.
So we can agree, we still believe it's the top of Hera, right?
I have no reason not to suspect top of Hera.
Yeah, and again, Star's keeping actual notes. She's tracking as though a player was actually tracking the seeds. So I think for the restream, we're last locating the Hera climb right now. Now, it's not going to stop Jeddo from, you know, just going out of logic with these flippers he pulled behind a bow and checking to see if there's anything of value, you know, in the Zora area. Like if he pulls a sword or a hammer, then you just beat up Moldorm on your first trip. No big deal. I'm sorry, your second trip, since, you know, we've already gone into Hera and conveniently didn't chase the big key because we didn't have a weapon. And I get it. You want to be able to beat the boss and you don't want to climb if it's slower, but you kind of gotta, I think, check what's available. The question now is, what is Rick going to do? Rick is going to take the cane and, well, the dueling canes, rather, and take care of the first Check Castle Tower. I actually forgot this was here because of, you know, how memorable it actually is. Which is kind of sad, actually, when you think about it. We need to know this is here. Because we have
because we do need this. We do need 2 CT smalls to be able to beat the seed.
Oh, check out what the flippers give you.
Paradox Cave?
That's the top of Paradox Cave, so I'm going to imagine we're probably not going back out the top door here.
No, probably not. I'd imagine we're just going to get the items here, do a bomb jump, and go out mid.
And if this is TR4, I'll giggle. There's nothing here. You get a Bombos Medallion and Paradox 2. I always wonder what causes the game to place a block, like, on a 90-degree face from where you've actually been facing.
Weird assembly jank, and there's absolutely nothing here in Paradox Top.
For all we know, all these entrances are just behind a bow.
Possibly. Oh, we're re-exiting from top. Okay.
Okay, I mean, he's gonna go see what's on Zora Ledge. He has the option to come back in here and go out whichever way he wants.
Sure.
Rick is going to do middle TR. Rick is going to have no magic to go get the key out of middle TR, so we're going to have to come get that Poke Key later. Now let's see what's at Waterfall, since Paradox at Upgrade Island is a place in a way that you could fake Flipper too.
Yeah,
Rick's done this. Rick is going out to the front, yes.
Yeah. I think that this is definitely the idea that the seed's going for here. It's just we're missing a TR4 to make this logical.
Is walking this back out faster than just spawning back at Link's house? Or are they kind of par, I would think, actually?
You're asking the wrong guy for timings.
I'm asking Chat. Chat'll set me straight.
Yeah, okay, so Jed is going back into Paradox, and I imagine he's going to go out mid. So Flippers were on the right side of Pod, locked behind the bow.
Oop, there's Ice Palace. That's not somewhere we can go anywhere with. If this is like Ganon's Tower, then the Flippers behind a bow are literally all we get behind the bow. Oh my goodness.
Rick's feed is buffering, so I have no idea where he's leading out. Oh, well, apparently we are now on the mountain.
Yep, so East Death Mountain is the answer. Probably, for all we know.
Okay, good. Glad that I don't need to worry about it as the restreamer.
Kind of confirms the fact that we have a TR key in Hera, most likely here.
Big key to ice.
And there's Eastern, and Rick says no. Oh no, I'm 100% in agreement with going into Eastern here, but I do think that you'd be tempted to check the entrances around first.
Yeah. Yeah, just get a lay of the land before you dive into Eastern. There's Saha.
Connections. Oh, nice Saha location. Thieves Town, the Green
Town. All right. GT small. And a sword and a glove.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah. And that's not entirely useful. Could be mirror, but that's unlikely.
Let's going back this way. I don't think I want to call him Rick, even though he's definitely Jeddo. Playing as Rick from, Rick and Morty. I don't think he's been out this way yet. So this is his first knowledge of this. Which, didn't help Rick very much when he found it, and it doesn't help that Rick either.
Yep. And Rick's going into Eastern here.
Just call them what they are, the bunny and the mad scientist. I believe this is going to be Jeddo going out the front of TR. So the logic wants it one way, and our runners are saying, hell no, I ain't going up Hera without a weapon, and they will be rewarded for their actions, actually.
Yeah.
Which is why Hera's going to be a pendant, right?
That's what chat would love.
No, chat would love it to be pedestal, but we've already seen 10 arrows in Archer's Bailout. The bow and the Eastern Big Key, oh my. but then how do you get into where Eastern is? Because the flute's up here.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll worry about the key situation to TR later, says Jeddo. It's perfectly fine. Mirror and Herod go kind of hard, actually. Although, do we have anything that would put us toward that would be beneficial?
We have... What, for the mirror to be beneficial?
Yeah, well, the only Dark World we know about is Dark Shopping Mall. We've already been pushed out there, right?
Dark Shopping Mall...
TR Bridge? I mean, that would put us over here anyway.
TR Bridge...
So we're up here. Did we see TR Bridge? I don't recall seeing TR Bridge.
We saw the exit.
Bow and Eastern?
Wow.
Bow and Eastern.
Wow.
Oh,
that bow did not move far.
No, it did not. No, we have a glove.
So
Rick can do back of escape without work. Well, we can't because it's in.
All right, so that bow is our flippers.
It is.
So that's one piece of the logic tied down. Rick, you're not supposed to do that.
Well, Jeddo's gonna just walk right in here, which is fine. He doesn't have a sword, but that doesn't matter because we don't have the big key yet. And since we know this bow is going to put the Zora check in logic, it kind of hurts a little bit that we've already seen Jeddo up there.
Rick Mile is going to take this glove and do some new checks, so
you're
nothing
497.
So far.
Pick up the money! Pick up the money! Damn it, Rick! Let's be real, we're going to see 20 rupees somewhere, right? But come on, if you've got the money to grab and you could go to Zora anytime, just gods. Yeah, bow's not in logic yet. We can assume something leads to the bow. Hey, for all we know, the checks at the top of here are a bow and a moon pearl, and you're supposed to go right, east side Dark World from that connection in Kakariko. Yes, all things lead to other things. That's kind of how Rando works.
Yeah, I mean, what can we assume? Yeah, TR4 is somewhere that we can get right now. Or at least we have something that can get us to TR4.
Like, the consensus is, whatever the seed wanted our runners to do, it's at the top of Tower of Hera.
So it's just a question of who's going to get there first.
Or first, and why bother if you end up with, like, you got the whole mountain now. You've got the flute, so you can go clean up all your loose ends. You got... It's just... There's, like... When do you close your logic loop? Well, you just kind of die, but... And I'm telling you, this is why I don't eat cabbage.
TR4 is behind Gridley. I think that's a different game entirely.
I want to know what caused that to get auto-modded. What? It doesn't tell me. So I said, did you find the silver arrows on planet Zevas? SMZ3 remark. Or like, if the silvers don't exist because you're playing hard item pool remark. I've never seen smart detection. Oh, good, it's just AI. That's good stuff. Jeddo's gonna find himself a sword. And a glove. And from here, what does he do? We have that connection down there we could take. Rick's going to clean up this mountain trip. Provided he doesn't get smashed again. He's at 2 hearts, but I think...
Yeah. Desert Main?
We don't do this unless this is the last door he has. You don't do this now. I think it's the last door he has, though.
Yeah.
So this is a check we can get and a check we can look at, and 2 doors we can walk out of. Good question, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, Rick is... I don't think there's too much penalty for doing this right now, because you have Flute, and I mean, if you get spat out in Dark World, you just save and quit.
True. We're still looking for a, We're looking for the Moon Pearl, we're looking for access to parts of the world that we haven't really been able to get at yet. Rick now noticing his tracker is... Oh, we just end up pushed out here. Good stuff. We've come back this way. What was... Oh, the castle tower was down here. But we don't... Oh, the glove rock by... Why wouldn't you flute to 7?
Yeah, this is a bit of a walk in comparison to just fluting to 7.
And here's Spec Rock Cave, so the adventure continues. Now where are we going? And what are we getting? Now, do you bomb jump this here? Obviously, he's going to. I don't know if you do, but... I mean, it puts you in the pod area.
Stuck. So...
You can bunny walk if he really, really feels like it. He doesn't. That's fair, honestly. I wouldn't want to bunny walk that either. That is a very, very long walk while you can't defend yourself on 1 heart. Red mail or no red mail, 2 bops and you're dead.
No. Yeah. Fluting back to 6.
Speaking of 2 pops and you're dead, no! The red potion is drank, and the old man is rescued. Wow. Dead rocks and boulders out for blood here. The flippers are in logic now, so Rick's gonna go get them. Is the flippers only... The only thing we don't know that would help Rick right now is probably Zora. Like, we've been talking about what could be in Hera. You know, obviously, there's an item in a place. Whatever, we don't care. The very funny game, the Mountain Rescues on the Mountain. We're under the assumption, I think both players are running under the assumption right now too, that there's just a TR4 up in Hera. TR4 or something leading directly to it.
Yeah, that's certainly what it feels like right now. I can't really think of what much else could be in Hera other than that TR4, or maybe something that just leads to TR4.
I mean, the only things that I would say would not be would be the other bow and a Moon Pearl, just to give you East Dark World access. And then maybe you're supposed to take that pod entrance to get out Spec Rock somewhere, maybe top a mountain or something? I don't know.
Maybe.
It's all speculative.
Yeah, we need a little more information before we have any sort of direction here on what happens after Hera.
Part of what made Crosskeys interesting 6 years ago, if I may, is like trying to figure out, okay, runner's going to place to do thing, and where are they going? Where? Oh, this goes here. Oh, that makes sense. So if this goes here, that means this item has to be, etc. Did you just end up with this big explosion of webs of thought in your head? Meanwhile,
and
we
then
finally get the shovel checked.
Pod.
It's a pod key. Okay, we can do 2 more checks in pod now. You know, I wish Jeddo had gone to get that shovel check immediately after getting that shovel. I mean, I get doing it now because you have a flute, but how do you not just take care of it on spawn and then figure out from there? It's a weird one to just, oh, I broke this out of logic. I'm just going to disregard it for now. Well, then how about the rest of the seed you guys are playing? And same thing, we find ourselves pushed out at pod, and Jeddo feels like going for a little stroll.
Yeah, Rick did not do this, so maybe Jeddo finds something here. It's possible bunny walking could be required. We
Not
don't
from
have
here.
a lot of... Yeah.
Yeah, this bunny walk from the pod entrance will never be required because, well, you're not supposed to bomb jump that gap.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, this is definitely not in logic, but we could find something here that could be useful.
That could be useful in another lifetime, maybe.
Yeah, we do need a mushroom there.
I'm paying attention to this. This could be a choice that we bought a blue potion. It now puts Jeddo at about 400 rupees. Rick's on his way to Zora.
Yeah,
so buying a potion
could...
there it's a risky maneuver if Zora has anything. And how do we get our money now?
Yeah, Jeddo is playing a little bit of a gambit there. By just buying that potion, because I mean, yeah, we have Rupee Cave, but of course that's, you know, you have to farm that, and it's maybe a little bit of a time sink, but 5-6 crystals.
Finally, some info. Swamp and ice. Hey, important flippers. Go figure.
All right, let's see here. What is Zora? Nothing.
You know, if Jeddo never goes to Zora, he's fine. If Jeddo goes to Zora, he'll be broke.
So either way, you lose.
Oh
my gosh.
What is the deal with this seed, man?
I don't know.
Of course. That's, that is, oh boy, that's an advantage.
That is something.
I think Jeddo just short-circuited. Here's Swamp Palace under the Lift Rocket Ice Rod. And in here we get
money.
Big money.
That Jeddo would really like to have.
Jeddo is going to take this hammer and go up Hera, because I think at this point that's what you do, without question.
Yeah.
Yeah, the money's big there, because you're going to eventually go into Swamp there.
Oh,
and find that check
Rick
there.
Rick is following, so we're getting convergence.
We are getting convergence. Now we have one check we know leads to the rest of the seed in some way. And then we have one check that's behind what we found on the mountain, which would be the weapons that we found, that is. The sword and the hammer out of logic, as we know. Jeddo's going to have a little bit nicer of a Moldorm fight with that hammer.
Yeah, Rick, meanwhile, is going to be doing NMG with slightly better defense. though. I would say that that's
Hey, it's
Moon
just the
Pearl.
Moon Pearl. I totally called for the Moon Pearl. Is this a bow? Is this a bow right up here? Don't do it to me, game. Oh, it's a key. It's the TR key. Moon
TR
Pearl and
key.
TR key.
There
And then, okay, the whole logic circle is now closed, so this is a logical Moldorm kill, and then so too. Actually mirror back from that laser bridge connection we saw and get the other two entrances on East Death Mountain if we really want. But we don't have a mirror yet.
We would like to have a mirror. Although the mirror, I mean, well, we do have.
There's a lot of stuff.
Jeddo has full Dark World access though.
Right, because he's got that hammer that he pulled off of the. And you know what? Rick can go find that hammer too. With the flippers now, he can just swim from the Dark Shopping Mall. And then there's a minor small that we don't care about. I called for Pendant, Moldorm! Go home, Moldorm, you're drunk. Honestly, Rick not too far behind on that entire endeavor, despite having a weapon disadvantage. Yeah, Myrtle for Rick, but no hammer. But he does know how to get to Dark World. He knows 2 different ways to get to East Dark World. We don't really know how to get to main parts of Dark World just yet.
Yeah, I guess a big question though is when does Rick go to get that hammer?
If he's doing the mountain exit in reverse right now, he's going to get it shortly because you would want to check what's available. We get a new entrance down here in Dark Shopping Mall as well with that glove in hand with the Moon Pearl.
Yeah. So maybe it will work out for him, actually.
Yeah, you're kind of hoping that that entrance isn't something that pulls you away, like a different connector. Because we haven't seen all of our must connects yet, but we have seen a couple things. For all we know, we could have a connection that goes directly to the bumper top, and that we need that. Or we could just find
cave.
Johnny.
Small key to GT.
And a big key to Green Pen and Thieves Town.
Alright.
Which we have not found yet.
Yeah, that Thieves big key, I mean, we have the small key, we have the hammer.
Well, no, not we.
Rick does.
No, Rick doesn't have the hammer.
Rick does not have the hammer, but he will be getting it soon, hopefully.
Not if he goes to Catfish. He could walk out
True.
to it, but if he find like the hookshot or something over here, we're not going the hammer. That's the problem, right? Is like getting the hammer is actually kind of a difficult spot to ask Rick to be in right now.
Yeah. Yeah, which
Like
is
the more he
that's
finds
a little
nothing, the more likely he'll find the hammer sooner than later and actually have things to do. Jeddo's
Yeah.
going to find out that if he's short arrows later, he can just pull the pedestal. And we're going to take the hammer and go into Village of Outcasts. You know, the...
A big key to Meyer.
Oh, that could be big later, depending on what... I mean, at this point, Jeddo still has the potential to chain Catfish with Zora if it becomes necessary to look for something later. So that's not really a big deal key. Not yet.
Could be a crystal, though, so... I mean, that might be useful. We don't know for sure, though. We know 2 of our 3 pendants.
Can't even get in there yet. I mean, it's more than
No, we
likely to be a
can't.
crystal, but we'll still need to find the boots, which we need anyway.
Or a
Logically,
hookshot.
that is. Or the hookshot, which could be in a lot of different places right now.
Yeah, but Rick is gonna get his hammer right now, so...
Yeah, it's again, with the few things he has left, I think it'd be harder to skip this than to not get it. I mean, I said the same thing twice. It'd be harder to skip this than to, you know, just get it on your way by because you're checking your other entrances anyway. So this is honestly... We're just going to save quit because now we can flute to 5, excuse me. Or even that's what that hammer does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Rick is now going to get that shovel.
It's raining big keys, because there's the pod big in the compass chest of Skull Woods.
Well, that's nice. I mean, pod is a crystal, so we certainly do need that.
Yeah, you can beat Helma if you want to just do a one loop around and then come back later. I forgot about this Mimic Cave, actually, so this is actually pretty smart of Rick to come take care of it right now. Even though it's straight vanilla. Rick gonna go ahead and take a dig at the shovel, which we know is another key that we could probably take advantage of sooner than later, although I would probably say we'll wait until we have at least 2.
Rick finds the potion shop.
And Jeddo finds the lazy kid at the bottom of Bumper here, and that he only has a little bit of lunch money to give up. I'm sorry, that's not Bumper, that's the Dark Lumber. In this case, it's kind of the same difference because you lump all these together.
He's about to find his information about Swamp and Ice.
And then from here, I think we're going to see a little bit of, like, kind of opposite sides here. So we're going to have the south side of Dark World from Rick, and then the north side of Dark World and Navu from Jeddo. A little bit of information for all here.
And then there's a pod key for Jeddo.
And we get free red goo from the Dark World Fairy fountains here. Get rid of the good bee and replenish our cup of Kool-Aid, so to speak. ZSR is not affiliated with the brand Kool-Aid. Well, if they'd like to be, reach out to Trez.
Yeah, Trez is a very chill guy. We all like him.
Oh, well, there goes the red potion we just got.
Oh my gosh.
We find
Wonderful.
Hookshot Cave. Hookshot Cave's in a very easy spot to just go back to at some point.
Yeah. That's at least a 1+. I know in a lot of Crosskeys seats I play, I always am just like, oh yeah, Hookshot Cave. That's a check that exists, and then I forget to check it and last locate it unintentionally. Please help me.
Another
Mire
Mire
Salty.
Small. We've got a couple of those now. Jeddo's probably thinking, I could have left that there forever and never worried about it. Oh, they're both presented with a connector that allows them to leave their half of the world, too. So we got brothers there at the Arrow game. And then you have Jeddo having found Hookshot Cave after this hammer entrance. Let's see if he goes up or down. Or, you know, we just he gets another free red goo.
Nice.
Hey, you thirsty, Jeddo?
You thirsty? Please try to save it this time.
Hey, chat, hail hydrate, please. Everyone take a drink of water. Self-care is important, whether you're playing game or not. Was that
Yes,
like
it is.
30 digs for a... It was 28 digs, I think, for a red rupee. Great investment of time. Okay, Hookshot Cave puts us out at the top of the bumper. Okay.
Alright, that's one of our bus connects.
That's useful.
That'll be useful later when we get a mirror.
And Rick is now on the top of the mountain. He's found the Ganon's Tower exit from the brothers.
Alright. Once again, another thing where we'd like to have mirrors. We could do the top of the mountain.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Mirror's just in one of these checks on East Dark Death Mountain. Oh, the money
an air game.
Is. Yay! Yay, nothing there either. We're gonna go see what opens up TR today. We have 2 coins. We just don't have the third one just yet. And it is the Bombos that we got at a Paradox that opens that up. Oh, I like this. Jeddo is going to follow Rick in. If this is objectively the right thing to do here.
Mm-hmm.
And we get... Rick is going to pick up a shield, except he's not.
No, he isn't.
He went to do it, and he said, wait a minute, I don't need that.
He channeled his inner flip heel and said, no, I will not pick up a shield.
Or he's played one or more games with one of Scottish Brave, Trey Spire, Lana Bean, etc., etc., etc. All shield haters. All objectively wrong.
That's a strong assertion.
I mean, they'd say the same back about us that love shields, so...
I am personally of the shield is a utility. If I get it, it's nice, but if I don't get it, I don't really care.
I'm of the mind that shield drama is obnoxious and let people have preferences.
If you were saying let people have preferences, you know what? I'm not going to get into this argument.
Use shields responsibly. Don't wear them on your head.
This is like the bloody Brock meme from the old series of Pokemon.
Oh my. He turns his trusty frying pan into a drying pan.
Into a drying pan.
All right, so what are we looking at that? Well, Rick is cleaning up Skull Woods here, and we'll find out it is, in fact, one-way woods, and he's not going to be able to do much else here. We got the 2 Dark Death Mountain entrances Jeddo's going to check. We have 2 items inside Palace of Darkness we can go get in logic with the first pod key. Although we have more that we can get beyond that would not be in logic right now, including we could just go straight down to Helma and beat him up for his crystal.
Yeah, and I mean, you could do either, or you could go to the back, or you could beat Helma. It really depends on how, I guess, aggressive you want to play. Some people might prioritize getting the item checks first in that situation. Others might just say, yeah, I'm just going to go kill the boss.
Well, we can't do anything with this bumper, but now we know where it is. And I think that is a thinking pause we have from Jeddo there. Because he's seen everything Rick's seen, and maybe a couple things Rick hasn't seen yet. Okay, he hasn't seen everything Rick's seen. He hasn't been south of Dark World, and we know that's just a whole bunch of nothing. Actually, have we seen first check of... Yeah, we have. It's 300 rupees. First check of Swamp. We haven't seen the key, so we can't go any deeper in Swamp yet. So what gives? Is it asking us to go into pod for 2 checks?
I mean, that's in logic.
Do we ever go out the east desert door? I'm sure Star has the answer to that.
Looking at notes, no.
That could be interesting. That could go to like Meyer area or something. But as we shout out the restream crew, Jaxie of course is restreaming and giving me company, or the other way around. Star and Tummeltalk are tracking for us, and of course the obvious, fantastic pair of people playing in front of us are ADirondacKrick and jeddoman, and they are worthy of your love and attention as well.
Yeah, be sure to give them a follow if you like what you see. Another pod key.
Okay. Rick and Rick here trade places. We're left to speculate whether it's out desert or front of pod or... We've seen Zora was nothing, so I guess that's really all we have, right?
I mean, outside desert is an unknown, because, I mean, who knows where that's going to take us. At least with pod, it's just like, okay, it's 2 items. So...
I mean, if you scratch that, it's 2 items logically.
Yeah, 2 items logically.
Another 7 items out of logic? And then if you decide to go to Helma, that's just a crystal and an item, and you come back with another key. Where did Rick find the big key to Meyer? It was on Catfish.
Okay, so...
And now Jeddo is going to make 28 holes just to put 20 rupees back in his pocket, which, you know, he's already done multiple times over just by playing the game.
Yeah, yeah, you already make your money back from this game pretty easily with the amount of things you have to do. Look, there's 2 red rupees right in a row right there.
More and more and more and more, and save and quit. There's nothing else for you here.
Yeah.
So that's all the entrances both runners can really feasibly touch right now.
Yeah,
but the only ones I think Rick hasn't done that we've seen Jeddo do are the 2 on West Side Dark Death Mountain.
Catfish. So we did Catfish.
Yeah, Catfish is where Rick found the Meyer Big Key.
Yeah.
Surprised Rick didn't go through Hookshot. You know what? I'm kind of surprised though too, but he hasn't gone and cleaned up the front of Skullwoods yet.
No.
Which is probably weighing on his head in a one-way situation a little more than that connector is.
Jeddo is going back into pod. Let's see here what... There's only 2 items here that are in logic, but of course we can go to the back as well. So let's see what Jeddo finds here.
Let's say Hookshot, maybe. Hey! Hookshot gives you 4 checks in Hookshot Cave, right? It's required for Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
And it gets you into Meyer when we find it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
then I'm going to say Mixer
things.
Mirror and Hookshot Cave. And it could be boots too, because we will need boots.
Yeah, we do need boots. It's just a big question of where those boots will be, because so far it doesn't seem like any of our boots checks have really, like, we've seen Dark Bonk Rocks and Bonk Rocks as well, so they're not Dark Bonk Rocks, like Link's Bonk Rocks. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, we just to make it simpler, we used to call them like the Bonk Rocks or Bonk Rocks. The Link's House Bonk Rocks are Lonk Rocks. And then if you're in the Dark World, they're Donk Rocks.
I hate how those names make so much sense in my mind. That's a sword.
Which is not going to be what I call next, because it's not going to be back behind 6 keys, I promise. Rick is going to opt to stay in logic, at least for the moment.
there, so
Probably
coins don't really matter.
follows. It is a coin that opens
Ice
up.
small.
We don't care. The other ice small. And Rick is going to stay in logic, so he's not going to have that extra sword. Alright, so we have this Ice Small. Ice Small does nothing for us here, although if we do find Ice Palace, it's a nice thing to have. Makes routing through Ice Palace a little bit simpler. Jeddo, where are you going? Oh, he's gonna walk out. Why are we walking out?
Okay.
Like, what benefit do we have to walking out here?
I guess just didn't want to take the desert.
He hasn't done. Yeah, he has. Where's he going? Oh, he's got the spec rock connector he hasn't taken, has he? Because he bomb jumped it the first time.
Yeah, he did. He didn't take the proper exit.
Oh, he's going to Castle Tower to get his one check. That makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Jeddo, you have a hammer. No, you have a Master Sword. You still have a hammer. Like, this is fine, but come on, man. You also have a bow and 30 arrows? You're gonna walk this out, too. But you have a flute. And a mountain spawn. What are we doing? Here's the other bow. Is Hookshot Cave just not going to give us anything? It gave us a bow.
No.
Okay.
A bow is the best thing we got there.
So, Misery Myers out there somewhere? What else? What else could the Hookshot actually ask us to do? Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Yeah, they have knowledge on how to get both sides of the mountain. God, did we go out top of the mountain at one point? Did we take the left drop down? We have Desert East connection still.
Yeah, we have Desert Right.
Yeah, both players did West. Well, no, Jeddo did West Dark Death Mountain. I don't think Rick did yet. He knows it's there. It's two entrances that are a little bit slower. Didn't really have anything for us, so I don't think it would benefit Rick to go there at this point. We're going to go through Brothers again, because this just takes you back to Death Mountain. But I believe this takes you to the top of Like Death... No, it goes against Tower, so that's what he's doing right now. So this is a faster way to get there than, fluting to 1. And there's nothing here. On the plus side, Jeddo's not going to be skipping... Oh, we have... Oh, wait, this is the top side of Bumper Cave? We have a hookshot?
Yeah, this is Bumper Top.
So this is actually really smart for Rick to discover this now, because this could put us over... Again, Meyer area is the big one in my head. It could just be an entrance on TR Bridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're really looking for ways to get to places.
Where we could just
that's
be up
Must
here.
Connect.
Yeah, that is a must connect, and that is not the must connect we wanted to see, because there's also nothing up here. You old Windows users, remember that Mystify Your Mind screensaver. Don't even play that, just have someone playing this seed. It'll do the same thing. We have two different schools of thought. We have TR Bridge. Okay, true. That means we don't have any other useful must connects. Are we going... We're going back out the front of TR? I think so.
Yeah, I don't really see any other possible explanation here. We don't have big keys, so we can't go to Laser Bridge.
Right, but if this went out top of Paradox, then you can just left drop, because that's all. I mean, that and Desert East being the only things left, and Desert East can only go to like Mire area right now. This might be what it's asking us to do, to find like Ganon's Tower, Ice Palace, Misery Mire, Thieves Town. All these dungeon endings we just haven't seen.
Yeah, we still... we actually didn't see where exactly... We know this goes to Death Mountain in some way, but we didn't see this because Rick stream buffered.
If we saw Dan follow him, though. Like, Jeddo found the same thing, and I'm pretty sure this was top Paradox, or Rick wouldn't be coming back up here. And yeah, we're getting in chat, Coper's reminding us, we have Ether Tablet, we have... Well, Rick can read Ether Tablet. He can't get what's on it, which is kind of... It's okay at the moment. It probably saves him time, to be honest. But this Hera entrance could be something, too.
Alright, so Ether Tablet... What do you have here? Nothing. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that.
And it's Ice Palace. And we can clear this. We can clear this all the way. Rick saving time, not having Master Sword yet. Honestly, ice here is a great thing to find. It is a dungeon we know we need to clear. It is a dungeon we can full clear. And honestly, I'd take Hammer Cold Stare over... I know we just found Silvers, but like Fighter's Sword Vitreous any day.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that you're doing Hammer Cold Stare with this fight, so... I mean, I have no qualms with that Rick, like, can't do this fight. I think Rick is perfectly capable of doing this fight, so
Jeddo was just in this and it was a red shield before, and now he walked into the same entrance and found it's a mirror shield. He's still not picking it up, by the way. Just saying, like, why would we? Why are we hitting the switch? Because I don't know. That is a question for Rick some other time, I think. We could use Ice Palace routing for hours. And it might be muscle memory, because how many times do you actually have the Ice Big Key when you walk in?
In this mode, often never. But yeah, I think in this case, like, Rick is... Like, my rule of thumb is I usually will flip the switch if I want to kill. I know that's not necessarily the school of thought there, though.
Oh, the mitts are in Ice H room. Oh, boy. I don't know if I like those mitts there or not. Probably not.
Yeah, that is a mitts location. Half Magic is pretty nice, though.
You know, Half Magic's even better if we find a Fire Rod shortly.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if you find a Fire Rod, then Cold Stare's free.
I'm not thinking we're going to, but it would be very nice if we do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Half Magic with a Fire Rod would basically make Cold Stare a free fight.
And our last chance in the Ice Big Chest is nothing. So we're going to have a fun dance. We know that's just going to be at Mire or something. Jeddo is thinking. At least I'd like to think Jeddo is thinking, because there's not really a lot left to discover at this point. It's kind of putting us on rails. Does that mean the Desert East exit is vanilla?
I hope not, because that would not be very useful to us.
Yeah, it kind of is. You have to remember exactly going through TR.
Oh, Rick does have a red, though.
Yeah, he has that red goo that he never used from early in the seed.
Yeah.
Just don't hug the... Please don't hug the cotton candy.
Nice.
And down goes Cold Stare for nothing. But this is one of our red crystals, so we're happy to have it. Yeah, the other Rick remembered that we're headed this way. We're also going to take this key back because we did not get it earlier, except he's taken the wrong way. But he doesn't need to take that key back. He's got 4 keys. I forgot we found the 4th key somewhere because it was at the top of Hera, and it just became an afterthought after we got the Moon Pearl. It became an afterthought when you found the Moon Pearl because the Moon Pearl came first. Oh yeah, this is smart. Don't leave this one behind. For all we know, this is your back of Skull Woods.
Yeah,
Except we've already seen that, but like...
We've seen Skull Wind.
For example, it could be...
Desert Wind.
Desert, could be
or GT.
Mire, could be Thieves Town. Could be... Do we have any other major item caves left? I don't think so. Oh,
Ice Rod Cave?
Yeah, it's not going to have the Ice Rod. So we don't have any Castle Tower keys yet, and those could be in a lot of places too. We're turning the mountain into a volcano. So at this point, we're just kind of doing a little bit of back and forth, and now it's follow the leader. And there's really not much either runner could have done in the opposite circumstance that would have changed the order of operations as they were, because they were doing things the other player was doing at any given time. Was that Ether to open the Mire door?
Yeah, it looks like it was Ether, and that's GT there on Rick's side.
It sure is. There's a cape.
No,
doesn't really help us with anything right now. So we have a few checks in logic here. We can do the Hope Room 2. We can do Tile Room for 1. We can do this room for 4. Anything beyond that is not in play right now. That's not going to stop us from doing a full left side skipping the map chest, but you know, the logic would say this is not what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Of course, the logic said go get TR4 and your Moon Pearl from Hera. That didn't stop them anyway.
I mean, Tom, I don't think there was actually much of anything else in Ice aside from those mitts.
Mitts and half magic, I think, is literally all we got out of Ice Palace, except for the... Oh, wow. That's a pod small in double firebar.
Interesting. And pod is a crystal, so...
Alright, so that tells us a few things to do. Rick, use the other boomerang. Okay, that's fine. It's only faster if you get it the first try. Swamp small. In the Fire Snake chest. So suddenly Swamp Palace is a dungeon that you can clear.
And we have it found on both sides.
Yeah, because it's over there in the Rock and Ice Rod Cave, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
In my case, I'm kind of glad we haven't seen the big key yet, because I would be tempted to climb here, and fighter sword climb really not that great. There's only one climb worse than fighter sword climb, and it's a swordless climb. Oof.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would be interested in doing a swordless climb of GT. Not unless it was, like, completely, like, hard required.
Or you're completely insane.
Are you saying you've done that before?
I'm saying I took second in a race this week doing that.
I had a scene once where doing a swordless climb was hard required for a sword.
Someone had to do bow and bomb for Moon Pearl, where all 4 swords were behind the Moon Pearl.
Ew.
Yeah, that's Garbo. Not even Fire Rod. You had lamp, bow, bomb. That's it. Hope you know how to chuck your pots. This key goes to Skull Woods. Well, it's nice to have for the back of Skull Woods when we get there, but we're nowhere near there yet. See if Jeddo has a better time. Should have an easier time with Cold Stare with that extra sword that he got out of the Pod Big Chest.
Yeah, so he'll be able to do sword spins.
Not even just sword spins. His slashes will actually be the same as doing a master or fighter sword spin, and a little bit easier to land. So Rick set up intentionally to do the loop left side into Hope Room to get wall mastered out of the tile room. Or if he had gone to Hope Room, he would have gotten the mirror. That's what happens when you don't keep Hope alive. This hammer is doing work for Jeddo.
That was a very clean fight.
Alrighty, Jeddo done with ice, has the mitts, hasn't read ether yet. Rick, you are not doing this, Rick. Okay, we saw that was Desert Crystal, and I didn't see the prize on Eastern, but his tracker has that marked as a crystal too. So Rick is going to do the bootsless right side skip.
Yeah, this is... I don't know how much I like this. This is tight.
We have... When we know... Well, Rick does not know this yet, but we know that TR is a crystal on Jeddo's side. I don't like doing this right now.
No.
Like this is a decision. I've seen runners pull it off. Bootsless, this is kind of tight. Like it's almost crazy how tight this is.
You need to be like really precise here, because I mean, you need to get the bomb. Oh, he failed it. He's got the health though. Yeah, he's got the health. It's just that to do this bootsless, you have to like do a whole bunch of like, you know, hook shot and like. Okay, so he's got it. Oh!
Yeah, that's plenty. Don't even try it again.
Yeah, go, leave. Yeah.
I hate it when nice right side desert goes to Meyer area. So GT has just been available this whole time.
Nice.
The Wyvern said calmly. And okay. Don't you dare, Jeddo. Don't you dare.
What do you think?
Have your 90-minute like sphere. I don't know. Where was Desert Main again? In Kakariko with the Moon Pearl at Hera. You could have had this mirror an hour ago. That feels really good, doesn't it? It was on West Death Mountain. Okay, maybe not an hour. I was gonna say he's probably fishing the Fire Rod before doing Tile Room here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that mirror's been there for a bit. And yeah, Rick did Tile Room for a full leg.
Here's Laser Bridge. Hey! We've rescued my arrow from the clutches of Trinex. Is there anything else here? No? And similarly, nothing in Crystal Roller Room. So TR's down to just the big chest and the boss now. And of course, the roller room in the front. Provided we find the fire rod, and it's not our go mode item, we might see what's in there. Rick, please stop hugging the cactuses. They're not as cuddly as they look. You can hug the Helmosaur if you want, though, because we do have that extra key. Rick can do everything in the back except for our 6-key locked Hellway and a big key chest. And we may clean this up, get an extra sword, and our crystal off of Helma. Oh, Rick has the big key. It's just not tracked on his tracker here. I'm just gonna go get the boss clear first, which is smart. So this will be our first look at what's on Helma. I can't really expect much here since one of our pod keys is behind 4 GT smalls in the map chest of GT. And we have a ton of stuff to look at in the world. We have the Swamp Small. It's also not in Logic. It's missing a GT small as it's in the Fire Snake room. But that mirror is what I don't like here. Because it opens up a bunch of doors that we could have touched a long time ago. And we're still missing whole dungeons. All of Thieves Town, all of Mire. Mire we know is a crystal, I think. No, Mire's the one prize we don't know. We have the map, though.
Yeah, we do have a map, so we can figure out full knowledge at this point.
Oh yeah, mirrors, absolutely. It's one of the most powerful items in Crosskeys. And that goes both ways. It can absolutely show everything that you ever wanted to see, or it could put you on the most amazing adventure through time and space that you never needed to go on.
Yeah, because the mirror just opens up a lot of checks. No matter, like, what, especially if you're deep into a Crosskeys seed.
Did Helmet have the Sank Heart? Oh no. That's good. Alright, Rick's gonna go back in, clean up the back of Pod. He'll find a sword. Which we know we need that sword. We don't know if we need anything else beyond that sword. Right, Jeddo wasn't done over here just yet. He's probably going to mirror back and beat Helma, though. That would be the thing to do here.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think right now we really want to see Mire show up.
mean, Meyer, or I'd even take the back of Skullwoods right now, just so I can blind Mothula without the Fire Rod and learn whatever I can.
Yeah, Skullwind is also fine.
But regardless, I'd say both are probably behind this mirror. Oh, we got, we picked up a drop, so, oops.
Jeddo not mean to do this?
No, Rick picked up a drop on the Crumble Bridge, and it set his altitude a way he couldn't hammer jump, so he had to reset the super dial.
Oh.
I'm sorry, the bunny, since, you know, we have the mad scientist Rick on the right side. That is so confusing. All right, Master Sword for Adirondack Rick, and the bunch of nothing that was in this dark maze here. I actually wouldn't be surprised to see them run off to Pod soon. Not Pod, this is Pod.
Yeah, this
Run
is
off to
Pod.
Swamp soon. See if maybe Swamp has one or two of our pod keys.
Yeah, I mean, Swamp seems like a good bet right now, just because, I mean, it's 9 checks, sorry. You have a hook shot, you can clear the dungeon.
It's only slightly unfortunate finding that ether means Rick is going to come back over here and open this door, and we know it's nothing here, because it's the other side of desert that we don't need for any reason. And away we flute. Where are we going? Yep, this is Swamp Palace. In a way, Swamp's also the density here. So
Yeah.
this is 100% a defensible play.
Mm-hmm.
Methinks Rick forgot where Swamp was. Oh, there's
there's a
Skull
skull.
Woods too. I forgot about this. So we go.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously, I
mean,
forgot
sure.
about it, or I'd feel smart and remember about it. Duh. But this gives us a blind check of our last prize.
Yeah, I don't
And
see a
actually,
problem with this.
Rick doesn't know about Eastern either yet. Is there a world where Meyer could be at the Big Bomb? Yes, that world involves finding a third GT small. Otherwise, it's in logic. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Both
They
of them
both
were
have the
skull.
same idea. Still, when great minds think alike.
I mean, you and I were both thinking Swamp, but I mean, yeah, this is also a play that works.
I mean, Swamp is also right here too, so you
Yeah.
do both.
Mm-hmm.
If this is a crystal, suddenly you have an extra crystal and you're not worried about finding Meyer unless it has, you know, a big key for progression. The only big key I think we're really missing, besides, obviously we need Eastern, we also need Desert, if that's the case, and it is. But Rick doesn't know that yet. And Rick has to be careful, because Moth is kind of beating him up. Well, no, it's the spikes that are beating him up, because he's red mail and any damage from Moth is...
Yeah, and
Half
Moth
a
is kind of trying to cling to the ceiling here. Rick.
Rick
Okay, we're
has
just gonna
pulled
take out
out
the cane.
blue that I disrespected so horribly earlier, and we're just going to use that as our get out of jail free card.
Yeah. Well, is it a get out of jail free card?
I mean, it is if you can actually hit him. This is a pendant. We do need to find Meyer.
Yes, we do. There we go.
There we go. And they will both find that out very quickly.
Yeah, not the cleanest fight for Rick. Jeddo pulling maybe a little bit ahead here.
Jeddo just overall having a little bit cleaner execution in Skullwoods, which has allowed him to just make up the ground where Rick beat him there. Rick has this nasty tendency to pinball off of enemies, which is more fun in Enemizer.
Especially with a spike roller.
Yeah, and apropos of nothing, that pendant drop does give Rick full prize knowledge, whether or not he actually had any other information.
I mean, it also gives Jeddo full knowledge as well.
Yeah, because Jeddo wasn't 50-50, but that pendant drop just gives Rick everything he needed to know. Because he didn't know Eastern either at that point, nor Desert.
Jeddo missing the specky clip. There we go.
At least he remembers how to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so Rick is about like maybe 6 seconds behind.
Like chat's saying, there was about a minute gap on the flute to Skullwoods, and now that time is just plain gone.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not a done deal race, so
I appreciate the choice to steal the pot key on your way in and not bother with this pot key at all. I'm not sure why, though. Diver Down's not exactly a hard trick to pull off, and you do have Kane. Yeah, chat says, I like that it's close. I mean, it's close at an hour 40-something in.
yeah.
And we're still, like, a minute away from the, we're a minute away from figuring out what else we need to do. Because if you're just joining us at almost 110 seconds, or 110 seconds, 110 minutes, we have a pig in a tree and 0 castle tower smalls at this point.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Like, yeah, we haven't even had a single CT small this entire seed.
We've been walking because the mayor wouldn't give them their pseudo boots today. They need both CT smalls, the boots, the Eastern big, the desert big, the TR big, the location of Misery Mire, the fire rod.
Yeah,
that
we need a lot of things.
At almost 2 hours.
And yeah, and still, like, we have a 6-second difference between the two runners at this point.
We also need the location of back of desert. There's your fire rod. Also, Rick's kind of pulled this right back. Like, they're in the same room as opposed to, like, room apart now. Wood Swamp Big. Go mode Swamp Big would mean there's something in the Swamp Big chest, and we have to come back into Swamp Palace. Which it's the equivalent of like, hey, did I leave my phone in your house?
906 for Jeddo.
I think he lost one of the pups there. We're going for triples, and 1, Argus is not behaving. 2, that was close enough that I think the puff just reattached.
Rick is going for doubles.
No, Rick got a triple. Hell yeah, Ice Rod Argus, let's go!
Nicely done.
And that is a
big key to
one
TP.
Of the big we need. It's a desert big key.
Yes, it is.
It creates a bad one-off.
Yeah. Still don't know where Desert Wind is.
Rick entered Skull Woods a minute ahead and is leaving Swamp Palace a Fanfare behind. Despite being, at one point, only about 10 seconds behind.
Yep. Yeah, so, yeah, Rick is 10 seconds behind at this point. Which is still really close.
No, Rick is about half a minute behind.
Wait, for what?
Fanfare is about 15 seconds. He had the crystal drop plus the fanfare. And they're not even going to the same place, so... where are we going, Mr. Rick?
Now we've got a little bit of divergence.
Oh, he's buying some potions. Okay.
Safety.
A potion of confidence, they say. If you never use it, just having it gives you the confidence to never need it.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense, actually, for why I tend to buy potions in my seeds, and then I never end up needing them.
All right, we're going to see this mirror check at the top of bumper. Is this anything we need? Yes.
Thieves!
No, it's Thieves Town.
Jeddo is...
Don't think so hard about it, either. Poop or get off the toilet. Jeddo not interested in doing Green Pendant full clearable Thieves Town.
Rick, meanwhile, is doing Pyramid Fairy, which this could also be an answer.
He's not even doing... Hold on. He's not even doing the front of Thieves Town. That's full
Yeah,
check.
That's
What the
That's a little interesting.
hell? It's a 9-item dungeon. You're not even doing 4 checks. I don't know about that one. I'm going to have to ask him a couple questions later.
Yeah, I don't know if I fully agree with doing that either, because like those 4 items in the front are free. Oh yeah, we have Master Source, we could do this too. Nothing there though, unfortunately.
Hey look, a connection point that can only go to Desert Right, I believe.
I think that going into Thieves Town to grab at least the front is a pretty common play.
I think Jeddo realized it as he was about to walk out. He goes, this can't take me anywhere useful.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already seen TR Bridge. We've already seen Floating Island. We've already seen Bumper. We've already seen Desert Right. That can't go anywhere that actually benefits Jeddo right now.
No.
He's, in fact, more than likely to find the other side of it just by mirroring to it.
And somehow we've reconverged again.
You know, the big difference here is that Rick has a friend in tow. Here's Spike Cave. Oh, gosh. Get back in there. Get back. Let's do the Spike Cave, dude. It's in logic. You have to do it.
No, we are not doing Spike Cave on either side.
The Wyvern said calmly. Jeddo's gonna make me have a stroke. Dan, I swear. He's Spiral Cave. He'll do this, but he won't do Spike Cave. I mean, to be fair, Rick didn't do Spike Cave either, but he gets the Smith in tow. Like, what is happening?
Oh, I think...
Boots and Spiral.
The Flareon's getting a little heated right now.
Sword out of the big chest. Leave the door unlocked, Swamp. We're coming back in. Let's just goes up here. Okay, drop down and do an entrance then. Do it, you won't. We've already seen it. That's why we're not doing it. Wait, we already knew that. Why are we... Okay. But you won't do Spike Cave.
I now hope that Spike Cave is the answer just to punish both of these runners for not doing it. Because I mean, yeah, it's in logic. I guess their thought process is like, yeah, I mean, I could do Spike Cave, but like, then I have to get back out, and you know. But it's like, eh.
We've already seen this from Rick. We're gonna see Rick grab the purple chest, then probably flute with it, and then do Spike Cave. I hope, I imagine. I don't understand. A, both runners skipping Spike Cave when it's right there and you're going to have the means to come back out. B, you find a full clearable 9-item play dungeon and you skip it. You don't even walk in the front door. Like, to me, that makes no sense. Oh boy.
And Rick sees that connector and is just like, yeah, this is useless.
Yes, now do Spike Cave. Do Spike Cave and flute from Spike Cave, right? That'd be the thing to do here.
Oh.
There's a key up there? What? That's okay. I forgot about that key. That could be a castle key. Yeah, either castle key. Could be castle tower.
I didn't even know we checked this.
Let me check these entrances. That is, in fact, our first of 2 castle tower keys.
Yay!
That we
now we're 56.
Oh no.
Oh, this is horrible.
We're going to check the TR entrance now, which we've seen Rick already do. Jeddoman has seen a Thieves' Town that Adirondack Rick has not. Both players know where Eastern is. Neither player knows where the back of Desert or Misery Mire are. At this point, one of them is probably boots locked, and the one boots locked entrance we don't have,
which is King's Tomb.
And for all we know, like, that Fairy Ascent pushes you out at King's Tomb. Was Ped checked? Yes. If you're short on arrows, they got you covered. King's Tomb and the bomb shop at the Long Rocks.
Oh yeah, right. Dark Link Bonk Rocks. Or sorry, Donk Rocks, I think, as was established earlier.
No, I mean, established, but... Rick is going... back up here. I remember this goes to TR Bridge. I wonder if Jeddo remembers that now. If he does, he'll flute to 8.
He is thinking. He is thinking.
Oh, he's gonna go. No, he was gonna go to Paradox, and he remembered. Oh, it's this way. So, okay, once again, they both did something different, and once again, they're converging on the same thing.
Oh, this is a breadcrumb seed.
Which one's Hansel and which one's Gretel?
I don't know.
And which of us does that make the witch?
Mire
in the Mimic Cave entrance. And that is a dungeon we need to clear. And since neither did this well, at least Rick hasn't done this left drop. I don't remember if Jeddo did. This is Bread Coon's favorite shop. And if you got money burning a hole in your pocket in Archipelago and you got nothing better to do, buy your red shield.
He did that on...
It was a joke like 2 years ago, and now the guy's gonna be cemented in ZSR history thanks to you.
Listen, I clip what I see is funny and what I see is notable. Yeah, this scene has also just been like a massive tilt fest, I feel, because like we had both runners late to conceivably an early mirror, and then just at this point it's like this is becoming a breadcrumb seed. Like we're seeing like not a lot of room for like divergence here.
I've got a question for you, Jaxie.
Answer.
How long is it going to take for Adirondack Rick to remember there's a key on Spectacle Rock?
I don't know.
Because, notice that is one thing that is orphaned that he doesn't have that Jeddo does.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, Ganon's in the tree. We are still missing the back of Desert Palace, the big key to Eastern Palace, the big key to Turtle Rock, one castle tower small, and a pair of red shuffle shoes that allow you to make all the hair in Hyrule stick up just by dragging your feet on the grass. So dragging your feet on the grass, not something else. Was Eastern Light World or Dark World? Eastern was relatively early. It was in Kakariko, wasn't it?
Yeah, Star probably has Light World down in her notes. Yeah, so Rick rushed Viddy here to get the crystal. And is going back in to clean everything else up.
Nice Hyrule Castle, Small. I wonder if he goes back for Zelda Cell now, with the completely unhinged play of leaving Zelda Cell and taking the Boomerang Key.
I hope not.
Alright, we have found every big key we like to have, except for the Turtle Rock big key. That is a GT big key. We have a Lumberjack behind GT. The first two checks the climber in logic. The rest of it, get out of here. Oh boy, oh boy. By the way, we passed the 2-hour mark at some point.
Yeah. This is like, holy crap, this seed has just been horrible.
Yeah, when the baseline is like, can you finish in 2 hours? Okay. Was the seed awful? You'll be here for 2.5 hours. That's fine.
Yeah. I don't think we'll be seeing 3 hours from these runners.
We're not going to see 3 hours. There's no... That was also a GT Small and Meyer that opens up the Swamp Small, by the way. Okay, neither runner actually came back around and did this drop down ever. So, okay. Sorry, big key of Eastern and then big key of GT, and that's it for Rick in here.
Yep.
Eastern was actually right here. It's right here, right here. It's like you can just drop down and do Eastern now, which is what you should do.
Just do it here. So, yeah, Jeddo is... Yeah, Jeddo is definitely ahead here.
Don't flute away! Rick! Adirondack Rick is going directly to Ganon's Tower. This is a knee-jerk move. It might be what the game needs you to do to hit go mode, but it's probably not. Like this is a choice. We're doing right side GT to big chest, then climb, right? You would climb if you do this now?
I mean, in his situation, yeah, I would probably climb. But yeah, I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, I just got the EP big key. Eastern is literally right here, and I can do it.
Here's the problem. Yes, you got the Eastern Palace big key. It was not the last big key you got, and Rick is following his last known progression. So you have a Jeddo who found Thieves Town, stood in the door for about 5 seconds,
and noped out,
and decided not even to check the front 8 or the front 4. Then you have Rick who's getting the Eastern big key and going to GT instead when Eastern was right below you. Like,
I mean, yeah.
This is an I feel behind play.
Yeah, this is
gosh,
definitely.
that's a sword.
That is a sword.
That
is not the big key we're looking for.
It's not the big key we're looking for, and now we have every key in the game except that big key. No, but Zelda, he got the GT big key second. It was the last thing he got in Misery Mire. And Eastern's directly below you. How do you just run away from that?
Yeah, I feel like that this is kind of a like a Hail Mary play or something like that from Rick. Because this is because he's gonna climb, and that's a solid like 3 or 4 minutes of time commitment there. Yeah, and
sure,
Jeddo
there was
is
something in Eastern. There was a crystal in Eastern.
Hera.
Oh no! Not that key! Anything but that key.
Now Jeddo's in GT, and Rick is climbing.
And Jeddo's doing the same thing that Rick was doing, except Jeddo has a crystal up on Rick now.
I mean, if Jeddo is like gonna be climbing the same, I mean, if I was Jeddo, do I climb in this situation?
I mean, he's gonna ABCD, right? He's gonna look for desert.
Yeah.
At this point, the only thing that could be blocking desert is the boots, which we need anyway. So,
yeah,
I think if Jeddo was going to not climb, then he should go directly to Thieves Town at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, for the third time. Pyramid drop is Lumberjack Ledge. It's one item. Here's Rick, halfway through the gauntlet almost already, and Jeddo's gonna find a sword.
Yeah, but so the thing here though is that right now the only items that are unlocking on the climb are mini helmet room.
Yeah, you have 3 keys, so you can actually get the pre-mold arm as 3 key lock.
You can get pre-mold.
After that, no, you need all 4 keys.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot we had gotten the 3rd key. So yeah, no, there's 3 items.
All this is happening, and what nobody actually sees unless you're watching the runner is that Rick's chat is playing rock, paper, scissors. Rick is climbing Ganon's tower, and chat is playing rock, paper, scissors, and Jeddo's going to big chest. Let's see if he falls here. Yes, he does.
Right.
What is happening? Just bomb jump it. Just hook across to the statue. There are so many better strats for this room.
Oh god.
These guys have been playing this game as long as, if not longer than me. Come on. I can rib on them, they're friends. Oh dear. I hope this has something for Rick. I really do. And Jeddo's gonna climb. Yeah, if you're skipping Thieves Town, you're climbing here, right? Because if you're not climbing here, you're going to Thieves Town. All right, Rick's gonna show us the.
All right, what is up here?
3 bombs.
For God's sake, we wanted to know what was up here for like a while now.
Now you can count to 6. That's all we can do in logic here. Not that
that's all logic.
At this point, logic is
now what's out of logic?
Logic is a misnomer at this point.
Yeah, I mean at this point, I'm basically just like, what do I have left, and what do I need?
This is like, if you're up here at 2 hours 10 minutes, you're multiple items from go, and this is what you find in GT. You're feeling
terrible. Horrible. Yeah, you feel horrible.
Like amazingly behind right now. There's still 1 check up here, so like you could get the TR big key you're looking for. There's some payout, but there's only 2 checks left in TR. Well, no, there's 4 checks left in TR because neither runner's going back with the fire rod.
Thieves Town is light bumper top.
It's one of the connections we had in Kakariko that we saw Jeddo take with the mirror. Walk into Thieves Town. Oh, it's in Sea House, not Kakariko.
Yeah.
It's a Vu. Like, yeah, Rick hasn't found it.
Rick has not found Thieves. No.
And Jeddo completely discounted it on Discovery.
Yep.
Yeah, if Rick found it, he would have done it. 100%, because it's 9 checks.
Okay, so we've got 1 item on Lumberjack that is behind this. Wait, surely this is something?
And they both skipped Spike Cave. They both skipped Spike Cave still.
Yeah.
Right? Because Rick didn't go back for Spike Cave. Despite both having 14 hearts, Cane of Burna, bottles full of goo, hook shot, like you could brute force it, still walk out.
Alright, what is here?
It's not excusable. It's a small key. It is a small key to...
Todd?
Amazing. So it's a logically required climb that nobody has to ever think about.
Yeah.
That's okay, so there are 2 keys, 4 key locked in GT. Oh no.
Oh god. And we know that just to add salt to the wound, that's gonna be a boots go mode, because of course. So the seed's just been a slug so far.
Oh, we're gonna do Graveyard Ledge down for Rick.
Yeah, I can't imagine how both of them are feeling right now, because I mean GT, like Rick probably is like GT was a bust.
Right, GT is a bust. It also is like connector. That might be something Rick thinks about now. Rick also just fluted away from an Eastern that you need to clear, so there's also that discussion we could be having. Oh my god, Jaxie.
Oh, is Rick gonna do the connector?
Rick is going to take this unresolved connector and find Thieves Town, and if Rick doesn't walk into Thieves Town, I might have to walk away. For I say something that you can't put on YouTube.
All right, Rick goes into Thieves. Yeah, and he's gonna do at
Unalive,
least the
yes.
Yes.
Ruby go. No, listen. You put me and TJ in a combo, something's gonna happen. Are we queuing up Enya? Oh no.
Oh no!
Who can say this is copyright? Oh wait.
DP.
Desert small key.
Wonderful. So that's right side now doable. And Landbow in logic as soon as we find Desert Wind. Chasing, what are we missing? We are missing a lot.
Can we get the boots in the Ganon's Tower entrance? That would depend on where the back of Desert is. If Desert back is blocked by boots, the answer is no. If boots are freely available, oh well, no. Yeah, Star has be covered. I'm thinking about like the practical answer and not like the this seat answer. Yeah, the answer is no because that was a connector.
Mm-hmm.
Dummy. But like in theory, yeah, we could. We just won't in this particular instance. This hook shot does not save you time, Rick. It's not an appreciable amount of time. You know, gonna have to ask him, because here he comes.
You're gonna ask him, why the hell did you not do this when you saw it?
No, I think the first thing I'm gonna ask him is, what is wrong with you? And yes, I've got plenty of time. Or no, actually I don't, so give me the Cliff Notes version. And both of these guys would say, a lot. We play this randomizer, first off. We suffer well in this community, we really do. It's a Castle Tower 2. Okay, so that's one part of the puzzle. There's still the problem of Rick hasn't seen the key that's on Spectacle Rock.
DT wants on Spectacle Rock.
If he has, he thought about that hook did not save you time. It's free, but it's so free that you think it's another key and just never go back for it if you even marked it on your tracker at all. Like, that alone is an out for Jeddo. Yeah, but have you seen the price of memory these days? Oh, look, it's the big key to Turtle Rock. We are in 6 crystals mode.
Nice.
Still need to find Desert. So this Thieves Town ends up being required.
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to feel about that if you're Jeddo?
Jeddo is going to feel horrible because it's just like, he noped out. He didn't even check the front. Alright, here's Blind.
Yeah, the boots are officially go. Oh, that spin probably didn't matter, but you still don't want to spin on blind if you want to stay on script.
Yeah.
If you can help it. Because it can create some things. Good stuff. Blind himself having a mushroom.
Wonderful.
Good on script fight. I'd still, like, please don't spin on blind. Things can go horribly wrong just by misstepping once. Now, so Hospital is over by Eastern, so that works out for Rick, at least in that way, because it's both are on East of Mountain. The Harris Small? I don't see anyone checking that right now.
No.
Is this Skullwood's big? Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, is this Skullwood's big? Is this Spike Cave? Are we just dropping in because it's right here? Because it is right here. At this point, I'm just doing it from the back because it's no different than setting up this bomb jump, I don't think. It's seconds faster this way, and if you miss the bomb jump, it's slower this way. No, it's our first time back here because both players found the fire rod and swamp on the opposite side of the other world.
Yeah, we haven't seen this entrance, I don't believe.
And it's just a fairy fountain. Okay. Where are we going, Mr. Rick? We're turning in the mushroom. Both players are turning in the mushroom.
Yeah, I mean, mushroom is...
Like, Rick's probably not thinking about Ped. I think
Rick
actually,
also
both players
read
read
Ped.
They both checked Ped.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we had not done it when it was extremely inefficient, yeah. I don't check Ped until, like, there's a real threat of it being Ped, you know? Or if I'm at the back of Skullwood's entrance with a mirror, that's the only real time you can check Ped, unless you're pulling it blind.
Ruby, I just saw what you put in chat. I feel so bad for you.
Yeah, I'm late to my own stream right now. This date is that bad.
Oh, good God.
I mean, we're still hunting. Oh, Rick's gonna get this key. Good. They're on equal footing.
Nice.
Now, if Rick remembers to do Eastern... It's not my chat I'm worried about. I wouldn't give up a chance to call a game for friends if I had the opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what this was. This is desert. We're checking the right side. We're checking all of the checks in here.
Yeah,
the
because
right
Rick
side
has the
and the
desert
big
small.
key.
Yeah.
So Hospital is on East Death Mountain at the bottom of Spiral, if I recall correctly. And Eastern is also over there that Rick needs to clear as well.
Yeah. Rick really needs to do East right now, because, like... It's like, yeah, because Jeddo currently has a crystal up on Rick right now.
See, the one thing that works out in Rick's favor is if Rick finds the boots, Eastern becomes faster. Like, insanely faster. Rick, what are you doing? He's gonna kill Trinex. We're just not checking the big chest of Eastern, I guess. He's following Jeddo to Trinex. Star. But not doing the big chest of desert is, it's as baffling as not walking into Thieves Town.
Yeah, I have many questions, namely, where the hell is Desert? And why are Boots so late in this seed? So it looks like Boots are only going to be locking Lumberjack here.
I mean, they could still be blocking Desert.
Possibly.
They could be right here on Trinex. They could be on the right side of TR at Roller Room. They're in Spike Cave, is what's being said in chat right now. In which case,
Spike Cave would be the worst for...
We've already full cleared GT. Not Mimic Cave, Meyer Shed, excuse me. Mimic Cave was where Meyer was. Full health? No, they both skipped HP. We're not getting 20 hearts? What is this? We're not playing completionist. Stop wishing ill on our runners. They're suffering enough. You want to go suffer? Go play? No, we're not in go mode.
We are not in go mode.
Telethar, we need desert entrance, and we need boots because we've already cleared both Armos and Ice Armos.
Boots are required because Ganon is at Lumberjack.
Ice Armos comes back. Yeah, it doesn't mean they know how to do it. And boots are vanilla.
Boots are vanilla. Wonderful.
Because we can check all entrances. And I said, go check Saha and do Eastern. And everyone's like, oh no, do Eastern with the boots. And then the boots are vanilla. And there are only 2 boots checks for Desert Palace in the entire game, and it's probably right here.
Hey, look at that.
That's going to be a GG for Jeddo. He just has to go through the rigors now.
Yeah, I mean, Rick is a full dungeon behind.
Rick going into Eastern before Saha when he could have gone to Saha and Eastern when he was on West Death Mountain by hooking over, or gone to Eastern when he was at Mire, literally above Eastern. Anyone here is a fan of the silly naming conventions that they have on Race Time? The race room name was Gnarly Death Mountain. Take that as you will. I happen to not superstit anything. We are a flute to 7 and a climb of CT away from clearing if we're Jeddo. Or a flute to 6 and a run across. Is this faster? I mean, if it's at Desert Ferry, it is faster. And it is at Desert Ferry. This is fine. Enough inverted should have taught me this.
Oh god, this is gonna be a high CR.
190.
Do we wanna have a bet?
Rick, please. Rick, please.
Uh...
When's the last time we started a ZSR bet?
Good question.
200% item completion. What is this? The 201.4. If you're doing the glitch outside the inverted castle in Soton. I'd say put the over-under at like 185 or something. That feels like a good round number. And Rick is about to find his boots and be in Find Desert and Finish go mode. Dang it, Saha.
Yeah, that's a real feels bad. Getting the boots there, because I mean, it's like you've gone boots list for 2 hours, 29 minutes, and you're just like, okay.
Oh, we're doing CT first. I get it.
That's
I don't think it's correct.
Yeah, and I'm gonna like echo this here. Like 2 hours 30 go minutes boots feels bad no matter how you feel about this seed.
Anybody watching knows that this seed was that troll. Although I would say these runners also punked themselves a couple times.
Yeah, there were some mistakes on both fronts, I think.
Why is that vanilla? That shouldn't be there. We're playing a randomizer. I mean, yeah, things can end up where they're supposed to be. I have seen, in no logic, a perfectly correctly placed compass to this dungeon in Tower of Hera.
Wonderful.
Yes, the compass of Tower of Hera.
Wonderful. I do have... I wonder if we were to send this seed to Fred and tell him to play it in Logic, how much he would hate it.
Well, we can't do that because Fred was in chat.
Damn it.
Fred was in this chat, and Fred is also in Rick's chat, because Fred and Rick are actually friends.
Yes, of course. This was a horrid scene.
You might think, oh, Rick's just right behind it. No, Rick still has to go locate Desert Palace.
Rick has Desert Palace. Yeah, he is very, very, very behind in comparison to Jeddo right here, who only needs to kill Ganon.
I will say, in the early weeks of this tournament, we had a race that was so good that one of the runners shared the seed with the local Discord. And then the other runner posted a picture of Boots on Pedestal in the ZSR Discord where all the tournament participants are. Kind of hard to play a seed that's already been spoiled.
Yes.
You can't hurt me until you've completed your goal. Back of one down for Adirondack Rick, leaving him full crystal to go get yet. The menu even shows that you have 6. You better not flute to 8 right now. All right, he's going to look for desert first, which is the correct thing to do.
All right.
And he will find it. Oh.
That is very close. And that's a Ganon down. Yeah, get your GGs in chat for jeddoman, who's going to be advancing to 3-3 in this series. This cool seed, right? Yeah, this seed was awesome and totally not torturous.
Yes, awesome in words. 150-minute seed. Oh, yay.
That was a trip and a half.
This was like playing a seed and a third right there. I mean, especially when we've had a couple that we've had, like, we've had hour 20 MMMs on Monday. It is a Monday, so we have that coming up in an hour or two. We've had races that were like an hour 30 for like half the field. Worst of this tournament so far? I don't think so, because this was base settings, and we've had people playing things like we've had a broken seed, thanks to
we had a broken
drop.
Seed.
Yeah, Jaxie was there for that. Jaxie remembers how nice the pillow felt after that.
Brother, I was passed out after that. I was struggling so hard on the second round. I still can't believe that happened.
Inverted Crosskeys is not played enough to actually find that hedge case that we discovered, is what I believe is the correct way to say that.
Hedge case.
No, not soft lock broken, like not possible to logically clear without things that aren't supposed to happen broken.
Yeah. The TLDR is that that seed was the Moon Pearl got placed behind the Moon Pearl.
Not even major glitching. I guess. Ampharos figured that out for us, because Amazing Ampharos is a great guy. And also one of the entrance randomizer devs from yesteryear.
Mm-hmm. And one of the tournament admins.
Yeah, so he's been around, and without people like him, the other admins, Zaf, Wolfie, Norinato... Not Wolfie. Wolfie is a dev. I'm thinking of Allison, who was Wolfie's teammate back then, by the way. Wolfie helped figure some stuff out for entrance back then, too. And it was my inspiration to learn crosskeys, actually.
All right, that's a pig down for Rick.
And a GG for Mr. Rick Adirondack Bunny versus Rick the Mad Scientist. Turned out, no matter how you looked at it, Rick won. I don't think anybody won on this seed. What do you think?
No, I think chat won. Yeah, we'll see if we can get both of these runners in here for an interview. I see Rick.
Is Jeddo on ZSR? Do we need to get him an invite?
I just posted an invite in the race room.
Is Jeddo on ZSR? Do we need to get him an invite?
I just posted an invite in the race room. Up there, Shadow. There we go. And we are joined by both Adirondack Rick and jeddoman. GG's to both of you.
GG's.
Yeah. This
GG's on that one.
First off, gonna hand both of you a towel, any bottle of water, and a chair for the marathon you just ran through. I'm sorry, walked through with 2-hour what boots? What? Excuse me, the mayor flipped a coin and said, this says tails on both sides. You're not getting pseudo boots today.
And also, you're going to get vanilla boots because why not?
And vanilla boots at 2.5 hours into the seed and have it be your go mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this seed was a trip and a half. So let's talk about it. Ruby, you have anything to start?
How long are we going to have a Castle Tower key before we see the other Castle Tower key picked up by the other player?
I believe it was an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, no, you found the second one. Rick didn't even have that one yet.
I'm just saying, for me, I found the first one, and it was like an hour and 45 minutes later, I found the second one.
Yeah, I put off that one known visible key for far too long.
Okay.
Second of all, what the hell do you guys have against Spike Cave?
It sucks.
Why do Spike Cave?
Why not do Spike Cave?
Too busy walking with a breadsmith.
And you can walk right back out because you have 14 hearts, F magic, and a can of Burna.
Okay.
And seemingly not a lot left.
Now, speaking of not a lot left, excuse me, Dan.
Yeah.
What do you have against Thieves Town?
I was hoping to find desert as well as a Turtle Rock Big so I could finish out those things before going into Thieves Town, hoping my items wouldn't be in Thieves Town. Of course, that turned out to not be the case.
You know, you're looking for the two things that Thieves Town was blocking.
Yeah.
It's a 9-item play, and your go minus what, 5, 6?
I was go minus 3.
Were you go minus 3?
I was missing I was missing CT small, TR big, and boots.
See, we hadn't seen We hadn't found Meyer at the time you found Thieves Town the first time.
Oh, you're right. I was go -5.
You had a lot more that you could have found in that Thieves Town, and you just gave it the cold shoulder. And I'm asking you why.
Because Meyer exists.
And
find Meyer. Meyer is 8 checks. And it's
Meyer's in the same sphere.
Yes. Told you I was going to do dumb things.
He did, in fact, say that in the race room. In fact, they both did, I'm pretty sure.
Seed required dumb things.
It did.
Yeah,
I did say...
Go all the way from back of Turtle Rock to the front of Turtle Rock so you can go get your flute out of Eastern Dip.
Yeah.
No, and then, want to see me go from the back to the front of Turtle Rock? Want to see me do it again?
Again? I could not believe that one. I'm like, I'm doing this again. This is so stupid. Why am I doing this again? And of course it paid off. It's so dumb.
Rick, you made us wonder why you weren't getting the Big Chest or Desert.
At that point in time, my mind was kind of already at the, I'm not in a good place at this point, and I knew what was going to happen eventually. I didn't realize it was going to take 2 hours and 32 minutes to have that realization, but I was just not in a good spot with this race as far as what I was wanting to do, and it's just at that stage my mind was dead set towards, okay, we're going to go through this to get over to, I believe I was heading to GT at that point. I forget.
Would you guys believe you both went to GT relatively the same time? The difference there is that Jeddo decided to do Eastern first because it was right below him. And then you did Eastern before getting your boots, which made a few people in chat grab their head.
I mean, why check the Sahasrahla when the boots could be an Eastern?
Yeah, it's a coin flip.
That's true, yeah.
It is. At that point in time, I just came up the wrong end of the coin almost every single time in this game, and you're not going to win too many of these kind of seeds if you're constantly coming up on the wrong end of the coin flip.
Yeah, Rando definitely randoed both of you this time around. Because, I mean, Ruby and I were losing our minds at some of the absolute trolls that the seed gave out. Yeah, and I guess another thing also is, Rick, why were you so... why did you have such an aversion to going into Easter?
Why go into Eastern? What was the purpose of going into Eastern?
Get a crystal?
Okay. There was nothing in Eastern at that point. There was 2 checks. Okay, yes, I did do Eastern before checking Sahasrahla on the next go-around when I finally did go there. It's just, I guess the flip question here is, when you're 5 items from go mode, why go into Eastern?
I think it's more like I'm thinking more about, it's a dungeon that I can clear and it's a crystal. I guess Ruby and I were initially questioning the play into GT before doing Eastern.
Yeah, the thing that got me is that both of you are in Meyer at about the same time. You're discovering the same things at the same time. You get the Eastern big key, and then you get the GT big key. And at that point, you're kind of on equal footing. Jeddo has the Spec Rock key, whatever. It's not a big difference. And what we're wondering is the rationale for not going to beat Eastern when you do Eastern first, looking for boots later anyway, versus doing big chests and climb GT. And I could ask you this too after doing Eastern, Jeddo. When you had a Thieves Town out there, you rushed GT anyway. Obviously, GT is something that You know, it's hot button in terms of when do you pull the trigger on climbing, how far behind should you feel, how late am I to this mirror that's in Hope Room that we could have gotten through connecting out of desert, etc., etc. But it's just kind of the thought process we're trying to understand is why not do dungeon that you need to clear at the time you're in front of it. And in the grand scheme, it didn't really make a huge difference, but then putting it off after doing Thieves' Town, I don't want to say it did, but it could have helped, is what I'm thinking.
I guess probably at that when I got the Eastern Big out of Meyer, I probably should have gone there. It's just my mind wasn't set towards going to the Eastern at that point in time. I don't know. Like, these are the questions I'm going to be asking myself, because with this loss, it guarantees me that there's no chance of me getting a winning record in yet another Crosskeys tournament. And it's decision-making like that I've got to start being of better mind, or having to my forefront of my mind. I just don't know why I blanked on Eastern at that point. I thought, okay, wow, I can get a whole bunch of items in GT. This thing's got to be screaming me to go back into GT after failing the bomb jumps.
For me, it was, okay, I've now got 11 things, 10 in GT, plus I know there's an item at the pyramid, versus doing Thieves' Town, which has 8 items plus Green Pendant for 9. It's 11 versus 9. That was the only argument in my head at that point for doing GT over Thieves' Town.
Bigger number.
Yep. That's always been my go-to. If I have
I
a
would
coin
argue
flip, go to the higher statistical number of checks.
Statistical by count. The only thing I'd worry about is amount of time spent in GT versus amount of time spent in Thieves' Town.
Which is fair, but obviously in my case, I hadn't found where Thieves' Town was, and I was hoping never to find it because it's Green Pendant. Why would the game need you to get the Green Pendant this seed? Well, we found out why, because the dungeon itself had 2 of your Go Mode items, plus the 3rd on Sahasrara, but
Just another instance of rando doing rando things in rando ways.
Exactly.
Including putting a thing where it's supposed to belong when you're expecting it to be anywhere but that. Can you guys stop converging on the same spot right when we think someone's going to do something different?
You guys converged like 3 different times.
Including Meyer, including Thieves' Town, including GT.
What? We just wanted to give a good show.
We weren't sure who was going to find the answer until you went to Saha. At that point, it was still up in the air because Rick was checking the desert stuff.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, there definitely can't to be a point in this seed where there wasn't a lot of room for decision making. It basically just turned into a breadcrumb trail where you just, you guys were just following each other. And like, sometimes Rick would be a little bit ahead, sometimes Jed would be a little bit ahead. And Rick actually, up until like Swamp Palace, I think, was like ahead by like about maybe a solid minute. But yeah, it got really close in some areas.
what swung it?
I think it was just Shadow's routing and execution might have been a little bit better. I think that was ultimately the thing that like cost you a little bit of time there.
I mean, the player that finds the boots first is going to win, right? And when you're that deep into a seed, you're over 2 hours, 20 minutes, and you're looking for boots for an entrance, and you have, at that point, 5 or 6 crystals. At what point do you say, all right, if I don't find the boots, I'm still going to win because I can just do the ass glitch or something. And the boots ended up being what sprung Jeddo into, well, this is GG. If you find them on Right Side Desert, we're having a completely different conversation. That's just rando. It's hard to say, other than like the little elbow digs and nitpicks and questioning why you guys did things the way that you did when you watch it back. Remember to start gathering things to throw at me when we meet up later. Preferably not tomatoes. I don't care for those. It was a seed where you both made similar decisions in a different order, and nothing actually burned anybody until very, very late.
Yeah, I think that was kind of it as well. Yeah, like the similar decision making, and again, like really there was not a whole lot of room for like divergence, especially later on into the seed.
Yeah, the seed didn't really make it any easy for that.
Yeah, with that being said, Ruby, do you have anything else?
Not in particular. I am happy to see a fun, if not exhausting game where we actually did get the Tour de Hyrule that I was hoping was not going to happen, but I started coming with you guys 2.5 hours ago. Just that it was a good time seeing two of my longer-term friends race, and I would not skip it for a heartbeat.
Yeah, this was an absolutely crazy race to be able to restream and to be able to calm, especially with you, Ruby.
Aw, shucks.
But yeah, so yeah, GG's again to both of you as we move out of week 6 into week 7 within like the next 2 days, so we can finish up this Swiss bracket. Of course, there's always the consolation bracket for the two of you to play in. I'm assuming you're going to play in that.
I'm probably going to play in it.
I'm thinking about it. I believe the cutoff is like 5 and 2 is going to have a play-in for top 24, so if you're at 3 losses, you're out already. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't still enjoy the game that you enjoy. If you're not enjoying, then you can do what we do and come help volunteer to put some of these other games up if you'd like to watch the content. We're always looking for commentary and tracker help to put these games on the air.
Yes, we are, and yeah, so that being said here, if no one else has anything else to say, I think I can start taking us out here then. So yeah, once again, like if you enjoyed what you saw here, be sure to give both of our runners a follow, adirondackrick and jeddoman. I want to give a huge thanks to Ruby for joining me on the comms. This was acting to calm with a friend. And I also would love to thank our 2 trackers, TumbleTalk13 and Star1468 for clicking the buttons, and all the crew that helped to put on this broadcast. I am going to send us over to the otters as per usual. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. This is Jaxie from ZeldaSpeedRuns, signing off.